What's going on, guys? Just woke up. I'm about to do the second episode of A Day in the Life, and my plan for the day is to go to the Giessen registry office. Then I'm going to do another training session at that same park as before, doing something a little bit different, so stick with me. And then I'm also going to do another body weight workout program. So yeah, that's the plan. Let's get it. So some good news for you guys is that I signed my contract here to play soccer. I got an apartment and I pretty much got all the stuff I need for my visa. So right now I just need to register with the Giessen office, and then once I have that contract, I need to bring that in Monday to get my full visa, hopefully, if everything works right. A lot of stuff can still go wrong, so I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm really just trying to get the visa and everything taken care of. So it's kind of stressful, but you know, I'm happy. It's all good news, so gonna do that. Okay, so I've just showered and pretty much got ready for my day. I want to show you the next thing that I do, and I didn't show you this last time, but I think it's one of the most important things that I do during my entire day. So as you can see, I have February 6, 2016 in my goals for today, tomorrow, and next week. Today I need to go to the visa registry office, train, push-up, sit-up, body weight workout, and another full program added to the Elite Challenge. The Elite Challenge is coming soon. I want to do it next week. I'm really excited about it. I just want to make it perfect for you guys though, so I'm putting in a lot of work right now. For tomorrow, I have a couple workouts I want to do, some fitness, and some futsal training. So that's a big day for me because I have no team training, so I'm doing a triple day. Next week, I want to obtain the full visa, release the Elite Challenge, and get my player pass cleared to play in Germany. As you can see by my goals, like I write them down every single morning and I review them every single night. And I do this just so I constantly have that direction, so I don't wake up and I'm like, what am I doing today? Like I have something written down on paper that I want to do for today, for tomorrow, and for next week. I even have my goals for longer term. Like I have 3 months, 6 months, a year, 5 years. I have really, really long-term goals. So look, so this is today that I wrote in, February 6th. Just have day after day after day, and I usually write full passages just how my day's going. Like I have days and days and days of all the stuff, and it goes all the way back. Go all the way back to the very first day I've written it. I had another one, but I had to delete it. But it goes back over a year now, and it's just been one of the greatest tools. And it's kind of like, you know, a lot of people will be like, oh, it's a diary. That's, you know, dumb. I don't want to do a diary. But it works. And I'm living testament to that it works. And my roommates in college do the same thing, and they're living testaments that it works. One of them's playing first division at Saprissa in Costa Rica. And 3 years ago, he was honestly, you know, a nobody at UC Davis. And I'm not saying that to offend him. He knows that his sophomore year of college, he wasn't really getting the recognition and the accolades that he deserved. He deserved a lot more, but he did this and we trained together. We talked about our goals together almost every single day. And then his career took off. And so now he's playing pro in Costa Rica. I cannot be more proud of him, but just it goes to show that the power of writing down goals and then working every day to accomplish those goals. I'm about ready to head out for the day, all dressed to walk over to the registry office. Inside my bag, I got cones, a soccer ball, a tripod, and a little change of clothes because I want to go train after the registry. So yeah, that's the plan for the first part of the morning, and we'll see how it goes.
You know how depressing it is to look at a book and just not be able to read anything, and it's Thomas the Tank Engine?
What's up, guys? I'm really stoked right now. I just got my Anmeldung, which basically means that I'm registered to live in the city of Giessen, Germany. So that's just one step closer to obtaining the visa and playing pro soccer here. Again, yeah, really stoked. So I'm about to head to the field right now and get a good morning training session in. So I'll take you guys along. Just taking a different way back, and I found the river and some cool, I don't know, graffiti on the wall all the way down. And this is honestly like how I find fields and places to train, is that I just walk and kind of explore the cities and the place that I'm at, and I just find areas that are cool, or I find fields or parks or a school that I can be like, oh, you know what, this would be a good place to train. So if I find another place before I get to the soccer field, I might train at that place. I really don't know. I also want to talk to you guys about confidence. A lot of you have DM'd me or commented or sent me emails asking about how to raise your confidence in the games or in practices so that you can do more moves and just experiment and try to be better. And you guys say that when you train by yourself, you can do all these moves and you feel great, but as soon as you get into a game-like scenario or at practice, that you don't want to do the moves and you just don't feel as confident as you do by yourself. So the main thing to really do about that is, one, you have to realize that it's just a game. It's just a high school soccer game. It's just a club game. It really doesn't mean anything. And once you start to realize that you're playing for fun and that it's not just this hugely intense and pressured event, you can start to relax more. And I always find the more relaxed and comfortable I am, the better I do. If you just keep on improving, it's gonna be okay in the long run. That's how you gotta look at it. It's for your long-term development. And you're not gonna become this great player if every single time you get the ball, you just pass it away because you don't wanna make a mistake. And I've made that mistake many times with many different teams, as I'm just kind of timid. I'm not my usual confident, almost cocky self, where I'm like, you know what, give me the ball. I'm gonna get past this guy, I'm gonna score. And it's hard. It's one of the hardest things to do in the game. So that's my first tip, is just to try to realize that, you know, it's not that big of a deal if you mess up. My second tip is experience. You want to get as many hours into training that you can, because the more hours that you spend training these moves and training how to do different things, the better you're going to be and the more confident you're going to be. So the more games you play in, the more times you touch a ball, the more times you train, and the more times you play with different players, different practices, different tryouts, and just keep continuing to grow, the less nervous you'll be, and the more you'll realize that it really is just a game, and it's more fun to play confidently, and it's more fun to not worry about making mistakes. So I hope that helped, because a lot of you guys asked me that. So anyway, I'm gonna keep walking, trying to get to the field to train. Look at that, I'm going to get to I just realized that. I'm gonna go train by myself so I can get more confidence in my games and practices. So there's a method to my madness, you know? That's funny, I had like a little aha moment right there, like, look, oh, actually, I'm doing exactly what I'm saying. It was kind of cool. I'm practicing when I preach. Back here again. It's a beautiful day. Trying out my new soft ground cleats. Still a little muddy here, so I'm excited to see how these are gonna work. I've never actually used soft grounds before, so this is my first time.
So before I even started, I just wanted to go out and get some cheese with my new shoes. Almost got it there. And for those who don't know, cheese is just like top corner or upper V. And I basically was just trying to test out my new shoes. It wasn't really anything more than that. But I finally got it here after my third try, and it was just perfect cheddar cheese right up there. So now I really started my training, and what I did is I just did some gait dribbling through a different pattern, and I just kind of went with what I felt like. I kind of planned out my path before I even went, and then I just did it. I usually like to do this by rolling the ball at the top of my foot through, and I just find it's a good way to work on dribbling. And so I did about a 20-second break, and then I repeated. And I was really going about 80% of my full speed, trying to focus on maintaining control of the ball the entire time, and just getting in touch with almost every single step I took. So that was the key, and that was my focus points of this drill. And I went for 4 sets. So the next thing I did was just do a different pattern through the gated dribbling for another 4 sets. However, I'm putting this full clip in here to show you that when I mess up, that I restart the set and I don't count it. See, so I stop and I come back to the start and do the whole thing over again. Because my whole thing is that I'm striving for perfection. And if I mess up and keep going, then what am I learning? And so here I just did an elastico just because I just wanted to try something new and fun. And that's another kind of thing. Just add to whatever drills you want to do. If you want to work on your moves, I messed up again. As you can see, I'm pretty frustrated. But if you want to work on something, add it to the drill. You can always add different things. So I'm working on the elastico here, and then I'm just working on the rest of the dribbling, and I'm continually doing it. And still, through all of this, I haven't done one complete set yet. And I'm going through again, dribbling. I'm not really focusing on which foot I'm using. I'm just kind of focusing on getting it through the gate using whatever foot feels most comfortable. But I am using both my right and left foot. So just finishing up here then, round it, come back through, and then explode to the end, and I get this one barely. And so then that was done. So that was my first set, and I did 4 sets total. For my third drill, I set up a small square or diamond, and I stood in the middle and just went and did ball taps on top of the ball and around each cone. The entire time I'm facing forward, so I'm working on going different directions while pulling, dragging, or pushing the ball with the sole of my foot. And as soon as I finished this, I rested only for about 30 seconds and then I repeated. And I did 3 sets. The next one I did the same exact thing, but instead of ball taps, I used bell taps. And just went around, again facing the forward the entire way and just working on getting as many touches in as possible. I'm not going for time or speed, just about focusing on getting those touches perfectly in between my feet. Just another good set, and the same thing as last time. I did 3 sets with a 30-second break in between. So now I'm going to show you a great drill to do when you don't have a partner but you want to work on your first touch. So what I do is I find myself in a pretty open space, and I'm going to juggle the ball 10 times using alternate below the knee juggling. And then on the 10th or so juggle, I hit the ball up about 10 to 20 yards in the air, and then I just try to trap it. Perfect right out of the juggle. And then I do the same thing, 10 more juggles, and then hit it up with my left foot, and then try to trap it. And then I just keep doing this back and forth until I get 10 cumulative traps on both my right and my left foot. So that's 2 on the right now, and I'm going to go for the left here soon, and I trap it again pretty good. So that's 2 for each foot now. And also notice that when I trap the ball with my right foot, I'm kicking the ball with my right foot. And when I trap the ball with my left foot, I'm kicking the ball with my left foot. And so that was a little messy one, but it still counts as long as I keep the ball up. And so this is like the ideal set right here, what you want to do. Is just kick the ball straight up so you don't really have to move, and the perfect trap like that. And that's what you're aiming for every single time. And even if you drop it or whatever, just keep that cumulative count so you're doing 10 traps to the right and 10 with the left. So for my last drill, what I want to do is just a shuttle run while dribbling the ball. For this, the focus was on dribbling with pace and on a sharp cut. I'm mixing up the cuts with my left and right foot, outside the foot, inside the foot, pullbacks, whatever I feel like at that time. So I went down and back 3 times, and that was 1 set. And I did 4 sets. And my rest was about 45 seconds.
Just finished my training. Really good session, really worked on just dribbling and maintaining control. And the field is really bumpy, it's really muddy, but that just helps me focus more. You know, I have to really concentrate on every bump, every time the ball jumps up, every time it changes direction, so it was really good. And so now, the whole session I think took me about an hour to do. So now I'm just gonna go home and get some lunch and do a body weight workout. Today I'm just gonna do push-ups and sit-ups. Yesterday I didn't show you the workout because I didn't film, but it was really back intensive, a lot of table rows and pull-ups. So today I'm working on more of the front. So yeah, literally just push-ups and sit-ups though. So I'm excited, I'm gonna go do that right now. Good session, good training, I'm happy. Let's get out of here. I forgot to talk about my soft grounds. I really liked them. I could really tell a difference just between the metal studs and the normal cleats, so I was really impressed. I'm glad I bought those. Only in Germany would the Giessen's Fantastic Four be all huddled around having a beer. You gotta love that German culture. Came across this building. It's just like looks like a big church. I have no idea. I might try to go in. I'm like the world's worst tour guide. Yeah, so like this building's pretty chill. I just don't tell you anything about it, so I'm sorry, but I literally have no idea. It is cool though, even though I don't know what it is. It's gotta be a church though, right?
Okay, I'm back at the house and I'm about to make a protein shake. I remembered to film it this time, so I'm just gonna go through how I do that. Okay, so I'm a GNC Gold member, which basically means I get these free samples all the time, which is great because I can take them when I travel. And so all this is basically, you gotta realize, it's just whey protein blend. And this is caramel cappuccino, and this is chocolate coconut chocolate. So I'm just gonna mix them together and take both at the same time. They're half servings each. They're just like half a scoop in each one. So I'm gonna do both. So I just rip it open, dump the whole thing in there, and then do the same. I haven't put in water yet. Here's the second one. Here's not the second one. Okay, so here is my 2 scoops of caramel cappuccino and chocolate coconut. So going in, and then I don't even measure. I just do about halfway. That's good. Put the lid on and then just shake it up.
Yeah, it's not bad. Tastes like caramelly, coconutty, chocolatey cappuccino, actually. It's weird. I'm like a barista. Okay, so next, I gotta print out my health insurance for my visa. I'm gonna get lunch, and I'm gonna do some laundry. I'll show you lunch when I come back here, but the other stuff's pretty boring. And then after lunch, body weight workout. And then after that, there's no team training tonight. They actually have a game. I don't think I can go. I can't play in it yet because I don't have my player pass. Hopefully soon though. Working on it. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you for lunch.
Okay, so pretty simple workout, but hard. What I'm gonna do is get up to 200 push-ups and 200 sit-ups while supersetting the sets and the least amount of sets possible. So that means that if I do 50 push-ups straight on my first set, fail out on the 50th one, then I go to sit-ups and I keep going until I can't do any more. Let's say I get to 40, and I do 40 sit-ups. So that means that I now have 50 push-ups done and 40 sit-ups. I go back to the push-ups and try again. Try to do as many as I can. Let's say I can only get 30. So now I'm at 80 push-ups and only 40 sit-ups. And then I'm gonna do sit-ups again. And you keep going back and forth until you get 200 of each exercise. And the goal is to try to do it in the shortest amount of time possible and the least amount of sets. So I'm gonna let you know exactly how long it takes me and exactly my numbers and sets, reps, everything. I'm not looking forward to this, but I gotta do it. Let's get it. Okay, I'm starting the workout right now. It's 1:37 p.m.
Oh. Oh my God. That was really, really hard. Okay, so it's 1:54 now. So the math, let's see. 3, 10, 13, 17 minutes. Okay, so 17 minutes. I did 200 push-ups, 200 sit-ups. And it was, I don't know if you could tell, but I'm dead. So it was good, really good. 17 minutes, and I'm like sweaty, my muscles are burning. That was really good. Damn, okay, I'm gonna take a shower and then work on the Elite Challenge. Try this workout, and then if you do, let me know what your time is. If you can beat me, that'd be awesome, and I'd love to see that. But either way, even if it takes you an hour, I just want to see that you guys are doing it and how long it takes. And you don't need to do 200 too. 200 is a high number. Maybe you just want to get up to 50 or maybe just 100. I did 200 because, like I said, that was a really good workout for me. It was a challenge. So it was good. Yeah, okay, I'm going to shower now. So it's been about 3 hours. I shaved, I showered, and then I went out and I got my health insurance form printed out so I can go to the Auslanderbehörde on Monday and try to get my visa. Then I went and did some laundry, so all my clothes are hanging up right now. And finally, I'm about to eat lunch. Finally, it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon right now. I usually don't like to wait that long, but I was pretty busy with stuff. For lunch, I have Subway sandwich, the same thing, wheat bread, chicken breast, all the veggies that I can get on there with a little bit of mayo. Then I'm gonna have 2 apples, an orange, and some blueberry yogurt. So that's my typical meal. Oh, and water, which is in the fridge. So that's gonna be my typical meal for lunch today. A lot of fruit, some yogurt, and whole grains with some lean meat chicken breast. And that's it. I need to tell this story right now to everybody. It's pretty funny. So last night our team had fitness studio. So basically we went to a fitness center and we were gonna do a workout. So immediately I'm thinking like, okay, we're gonna lift some weights. We're gonna maybe go on a little run in the gym. And we get there and it's like Zumba. And all of a sudden it's like those little platforms all over. And we all had to get our own space with some bands. I've never done Zumba before. And so we get there and we do the whole Zumba class. It was like an hour long. It was actually really hard and it was a good workout. Not for like strength training, but better for like your heart and like fitness. And then we went to the locker room. And Germany is a little bit different than America, what I've come to find. So I get undressed and I'm ready to go shower. And a teammate taps me and goes, hey, do you want to go to the sauna? And I said, yeah, sure. And he's like, come with us. So then I went into the sauna. And so we're going and we had to shower before we got in the sauna for some reason. So we shower and I come out of the shower and I go into the sauna, the first room. And so I open the door and there's these 2 30-year-old ladies, butt naked right there. And I immediately freak out thinking that I was in the women's locker room and this was the sauna. And I thought my friends had played a joke on me. And so I go, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. And they just look at me like I'm crazy. And so I was like, I'm so sorry. And then I turn around and my friends are just following me into the thing. And they're like, kind of like looking at me. And one understood, he was laughing. And he goes, in America, you don't have the saunas or showers where it's both genders. And I was like, yeah, no, definitely. And they all like were laughing. And once everybody understood that I freaked out because I saw a naked girl in the sauna, they were all laughing at me. But in America, it's like forbidden. The saunas and the locker rooms of the guys and the girls are completely separated. And here, the showers are together, the sauna's together. It's really no big deal. And I realized that too, because after the sauna, I went to the shower and there was like a lady showering butt naked right next to a guy. And that's just like mind-blowing, for an American. But Germany, it's like nothing. So it was definitely a weird experience. And it was pretty funny. The whole team had a good laugh about it in the locker room when we got, when me and the couple guys who went in the sauna, when we got back to the locker room, everybody had a good laugh and they were telling everybody, oh, they was talking in German, goes, oh, sorry. And then they would all laugh once they realized that I was just freaking out. But it was weird, but it's going to take some getting used to, but it was cool. All right, so I'm going to eat my lunch right now. I'm starving. And then I'm going to work on the Elite Challenge, and I'll talk later about what that is.
Check out that view. Germany's not half bad.
I'm going to be posting a lot more of these vlogs and a lot more tutorial videos on YouTube. So don't miss anything. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment what you think about this video.